Hello, Namaste and welcome back. As discussed earlier, Confluence provides you the functionality to create your own templates. In Confluence, templates can be created on two levels of the Confluence hierarchy: space templates and global templates. Space templates, as the name suggests, are only available in the space you created them in, and space administrators can define space templates via the space admin screen. Whereas global templates are available in every space in Confluence, and Confluence administrators can define global templates via the admin console. Let's jump to the Confluence screen to see how to create space templates and global templates and add content to the same. Starting with space templates, as mentioned, space templates can be created by space administrators and are only available in the space you create them in. To create a new template for a space, go to the space where you want to create the template in. So for example, I am creating a new template in the space called marketing. Now to create the template, go to space settings, there in the left sidebar. Select content tools and hit on the create new template there on the top right corner of the screen. As you can see on the screen, the create template view is very similar to the regular editor in Confluence, and there are only a few small differences between the two. What normally is a page title will now be the template name. The template name will be displayed when you create a new page. So choose a descriptive name for your template. So for example, we had used a template called 90-day plan. So that 90-day plan is the template name which is provided over here. And similarly, you can provide a template name for the template you are creating of your own. The content of the template is just like a regular page. You can use styles, you can use layouts and other formatting features. You can also add links and macros. In addition to the normal features, the template editor also allows you to add variables and placeholder text. Using variables in your template will create a form for collection of data when someone adds a page based on the template you have created. Some points to be taken into account when creating a template. You can see that we don't see the image macro over here, and neither do we see the attachment option over here. So images and other attachment addition is not possible to a template. If you want to use an image or attachment in your template, you need to attach this file to another page in Confluence. However, you can use labels, variables and placeholders. These features will definitely help create rich and dynamic pages quickly. You are already aware of the labels construct, and to add a label, click on the three dots there on the top right corner and select add labels. The label which you will add here will be included in all the pages created using this template. It is always recommended to add labels to your content for better search and reference in future. For now, I'm closing this. The create template functionality also provides you the feature called placeholder text, which can be used to add instructions or sample text to pages created from a template. So for example, in order to add a placeholder text, just type / and search for placeholder macro. So you can add any text over here. So I've added a sample text, hit enter. Please note, this sample text or the placeholder text will only appear when a page is being edited. It's invisible to anyone who is viewing the published version. So let's publish this page and see how this looks like once published. So to publish the page or to save the page, I would need to give a title to the page. So let's give a title called creating template and hit save. Let's try creating a page using this template. In order to create a page using this template, you will have to hit on the create button and then search for the template which you have created. So we have created a template with the name creating a template. So you can see the template which we had created is listed over here. Select the same by double clicking on this. Once you publish this page, you will see that the sample text or the placeholder text which we had added is no more there on the published page. So placeholder text is there to add instructions or sample text to pages and help in creating the page while editing a page. Hope this is clear. So whenever someone creates a page from a template with variables, they will fill out a form with text fields or list for each variable in the template. The information they provide will be added to the page automatically. In order to add a variable to a template, let's go back to the creating template section. So go to space settings, content tools, and this was a template which we had created. Click on edit. Now in order to add a variable to a template, type / and search for variable. So you can see there is a macro called new variable. Select the same. So this is how the variable is placed on a screen in the template. So we have seen how to add placeholder and variable to a template. Now let's go through a practical example to see the application of the same. So I'm removing both the variable and the sample text for now and giving a new title to the template. Let's create a template called event calendar. In order to create an event calendar, we would create a table and just formatting the table as per my requirement. Event okay, so variables can help you introduce data entry into a template, which makes sure not only the layout is organized but the content as well. So let me insert a variable over here. So in order to insert a variable, as I mentioned, place your cursor at the location you want to insert a variable. So I want to insert a variable against event. So let me select new variable. I can edit the same by clicking on this and select the edit option. There are 3 types of variables. The first one is text, the second one is multi-line text, and the third one is list. Let's first create a variable with text variable. I'll give the variable name as event name and hit save. Against the date field, instead of inserting a variable, I'll mention some text which will guide the user to add the date against this particular section. Add date by typing /. Okay, so the text has been added as the placeholder text. In the location section, I'll add a variable. I'll use the single line text input for now and name it as event location. And hit save. One important point to be noted here, each variable used in a template must have a unique name. If you add the same name to a variable than once in the same template, Confluence will provide both the placeholders with the same value. While this can be useful when you need the same information in more than one position, but generally it is recommended to provide unique name to the variables you add to a template. So let's create one more table. And add the same variable name over here. I'll just edit this one event name and hit save. Now let's look at the second type of variable, which is multi-line text. So I'm just copy pasting this table once again. I'll edit this one and select the multi-line text. The multi-line text variable creates a text box that allows more than one line of text. By default, this text box is of 5 rows with 100 characters wide. You can change the size in the property panel as per your requirement and then hit save. Now let's create one more table for the list variable. So I'll just go over here, I'll create on create and I'll select the list variable. So list variable creates a drop down list. You must specify the values for the drop down list and these values must be separated by commas. Let me provide some values here. Event 1 separated by comma, event 2, event 3 and hit save. And I'll just change the variable name here to event location and select the list option as location 1, location 2, location 3 and hit save. Similarly, I'll change the variable name here as well to event location. Okay, so we have created 4 tables where in the first table you have different variable names with a single line text input. In the second table you have same variable name with single line text input. In the third table you have different variable name with multi-line text input, and in the fourth table you have different variable name with list input. Now let's just save this template. So you can see the error over here is can't save changes, multiple template variables which have the same name, event location but different parameters. So we have received this error because we have used the same name, we have used the same variables but with different parameters. So here we have used the single line, here multi-text, here list and all and so on. So let's change this for now and have a different name over here. So I'll put it as event name 1 and similarly I'll change the text here to event name 1 and here I would change it to event name 2. Event name 3 and this to event location 2. Now we can save this. So you can see a new template has been created with the name event calendar. Once the template is created, you can promote the same by using this promote option, which we looked at in one of the previous lectures. You also have the options to perform edit and delete operations from here. It is recommended that you add description to the template for better understanding of the users. To do that, just click on this edit button and you can add the description of the template. So let's add a description, hit save. Okay, so now we have the template listed over here with the description, with the stakeholder who updated it, when was this updated, and the various operations which can be performed on this template. Let's create a page using this template. To do that, hit the create button and search for the template. We had named the template as event calendar. So you can see this is the name of the template and here is the description which we had provided. Let's double click on the same. Okay, so since we have used variables on this template, there is an info panel which mentions that this template uses variables. Once you fill them in, the information you supply will become part of the content in your new page. So before we hit on the create button, you need to provide the information here under the variables which we have inserted on the page. So let me provide an event name here, launch, location as hall A. So here we had used different variable name for event and location. So you can see we got the option to insert different text over here. Now in the second one, we had inserted the same variable name. So once I insert the event over here, back session. So you can see that since we had provided the same variable name, whatever content mentioned over here, the same would be copied over here as well. Now coming to the third one, where we had used the multi-line text variable. So you can add multiple rows over here in this text box. You can add the event location over here. So let's add an event as Thanksgiving, location as hall B. Now comes the last table where we had inserted a variable with list. So you can see we had inserted 3 events over here. So you can select the event as per your requirement, and similarly you can select location from the drop down list over here and then hit create. Okay, so this is how the page would look like after the variables have been inserted to the content. And you can see that here we have a placeholder text which talks about inserting the date. The same can be done by typing // and select the relevant date, and similarly over here. And once you are done, just give a title to the page, event calendar, the month of September. And once the title is inserted, just publish this page. So this is how the page would look like after publishing the same. So this is how a space template is created. Now let's look at how to create a global template. So as mentioned earlier, global templates can be created by Confluence administrators and are available in all spaces within Confluence. So before we move to global templates, let's see whether this particular template which we have created can be used for other spaces as well. So currently we are on marketing space. Let's go to the home page and go to brand space and see if this particular template can be seen under the template option. So I'll search for event. So you can see that I don't see this option or this template listed over here. So which means the space templates are only listed under the space where they were created. So I'll go to the home page, go to marketing where we had originally created the template in, hit on the create button and search for the event. You can see the template which was created listed over here. Now let's move to creating global templates. To add a global template, go to the setting icons there in the header. Now choose global templates and blueprints in the left hand side menu. And then click on add global page template. So you can see this is the same screen which we worked on while creating a space template. So the process to adding content to global remains the same as the process followed for adding content to a space template. So let me just create a sample template in order to see if the same is visible in all the spaces. Global template check. So I'll just save this. So you can see that the global template check has been added in the list of templates under global page. Now let's go back to the Confluence homepage. Go to brand space, hit on create. Let's see if we have the same template listed over here. Global template, yes, it's there under brand space. Now let's see if we can see the same under any other space. So let's go to marketing, hit create and search for the same. Yes, so we have global template check listed over here as well. So adding a global template has added the template in all spaces within Confluence and not within a particular space. That's all in this lecture. Hope this lecture helped you understand how to create your own template. So would urge you to try out this feature of Confluence and create some exciting and useful templates for your team. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.